Well, anyone who watched Tom Aspinall work in training and during his amateur and early pro career felt like they were looking at a future UFC heavyweight champion. Tom Aspinall has every skill you would want from a big man. Moves exceedingly well. His speed is going to be a real problem in theory for the opposition tonight, and most of these heavyweights just are not as fleet of foot. That says nothing of his grappling game. This is the longtime grappling coach for Team Calbon. He has every skill in his mixed martial arts arsenal, and scary proposition for the rest of the heavyweight division. Can't get worse. So here he is, one of the consensus greatest of all time, the newly minted UFC heavyweight champion, Jon Jones. And I think by and large, this sport is better when he is in it. Tonight, he tries to successfully defend his UFC heavyweight title.
Yeah, Jon Jones at heavyweight is something that we have waited for a really long time. And to say that he delivered would be a massive understatement as he won the fight in the way that he did. Jon Jones, once again, building on such a strong legacy.
Few guys relish fight night as much as Jon Jones. You see him grinning ear to ear as soon as he hits the tunnel. We'll see how it goes in title defense #1. Jon Jones steps inside the octagon. He is ready to fight. And now our tail of the tape for this heavyweight fight. We go inside the octagon. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds in the UFC heavyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Tom Aspinall. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. Ladies and gentlemen, he is the former UFC light heavyweight champion, Jon Jones.
Herb Dean, all referee for this one. Right, here we are at Honda Center in Anaheim, California, and every time I walk into this venue, I can't help but think back to UFC 157 in 2013. The night women were finally welcomed inside the octagon. Good to be back here, obviously, at a venue that has a lot of history.
A lot of history for sport, but the biggest night in women's mixed martial arts history. Ronda Rousey defended her title against Liz Carmouche. What a fantastic night, and it showed that night that women could headline shows in main event and bring the fans as well as anyone else in mixed martial arts.
Aspinall gets the early takedown. That did not take long. Oh, nicely done there as he escapes back to his feet. Now he gets a more dominant position with the underhook.
He is going to start to drive knees over and over. You got to be careful here. You got to move. Fast jab lands it.
All right, now able to work the takedown. Well done. Making all these shots count.
Great job landing from the top position.
Another ground and pound strike lands. A series of punches from the top here by Jones. All right, full guard now, DC.
The fighter on top needs to be trying to gain posture to throw ground and pound and then move to the next position. But if you're on the bottom, you've got to build a shield. Try to push your opponent off to try to get back to your feet.
Well, you know he's comfortable fighting off of his back. Pretty good work with the ground and pound here by Jones. Again, not much defense there. Another ground strike gets through. We cross the midpoint in round one.
He passes to half guard.
Jones is looking to pass out of the half guard here, maybe looking for side control. He's denied.
Work, come on, I'll stand her up, it's work.
Beautiful transition.
Aspinall's in half guard. All right, good movement by him here on the ground. He really is a master of these transitions.
He is a master of movement on the ground. You never know where he's going to be.
Ground and pound, the hammer Mark Coleman would be proud. All right, well, this is Jon Jones's wheelhouse right here, the ground and pound. Just a devastating ground striker, and his opponent may not be long for this.
You know, we have seen Jones do this before in his career, where when he gets you down, he is so long that even from your guard, he can land brutal elbows and cause so much damage. That has been the game plan tonight, and you can see that what Jones set out to do, he is accomplishing. They should be very proud, his team in his corner.
Posture up, finish up.
All right, half guard position here, DC. You have an extra hop in your step when you talk about fighters working out of this half guard.
Oh, man, I like half guard as a top fighter. I understand half guard as a bottom fighter. Don't want to be there. It's very dangerous. But if you are there, you have to be winning the position of the underhook. It opens up so many opportunities for you to either escape or sweep.
Well, the ground and pound is there once again. Strong work here by Jones. Oh, nice job to split his guard and get the ground strike home again. All right, so there it is again. He's been very efficient with his ground and pound striking game tonight.
And now they're starting to pile. He's starting to pile them together. Punch after punch is starting to land in the top position. What a tight arm bar.
Oh, that's gotta be it. Oh, he's out.
He actually escaped. Look, I gotta stop writing these dudes obituaries, man. I always think they're done. Surprise me.
Nice positional control here. Postures up and lands a brutal strike to the head. All right, looks like he's got a couple hooks in here, DC, and defensively, you better be careful. Aspinall's in half guard. Horn sounds for the end of round one.
Stop!
Excellent job. Take a deep breath. Relax. Nice work. That's the way to be aggressive. This round, I want you to go out there and do the same thing.
All right, we now take a look back at some of the highlights from that last round, DC. A lot for the replay guys to choose from.
I mean, these guys are going to be very busy trying to find what replay to show you guys. Lands on both sides of the octagon. Both guys fought great. What a phenomenal round.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Here we are, early round two. So here we are as our next round gets underway. I would have tapped in that previous round, by the way. I would have tapped it.
It was so tight, I cannot believe that he got out of that submission attempt.
Big strike lands.
Big strike lands. Now he looks to try to chase down that finish. Oh, uppercut. Oh, nice takedown defense.
Oh, massive knee to the head. Oh, there's that patented leg kick.
He better check. That leg's getting beat up.
Well, his wrestling has been a great equalizer thus far in his UFC career and gets the single leg takedown.
And you know that it's his shot. It's his shot of choice. A single leg takedown, and he's securing it, and he's doing it and scored it over and over again.
All All right, working on the ground here. His opponent's feet on the hips. Oh, good technique there. He's got the triangle choke locked in. Oh, how good is that as he gets out?
That is great submission defense, keeping everything short and not allowing his opponent to get the submission victory. Great defense by the defensive fighter.
All right, working out of side control here. His opponent trying to control posture, but you got to be careful here. Fighter trying to pass here, ooh, but gets denied.
Gets denied. Great job, great recognition of seeing what your opponent was trying to do.
Outstanding ground and pound here. Somewhat of a lost art in MMA, at least in terms of making sure that every strike counts. Not an issue for him.
He's making every single one of them count. He is not pity-patting. He's not touching. Every punch that lands, he wants you to feel it.
Good work from the top here by Jones.
He's got to be careful here.
Oh, man, another ground strike gets through. It's going to be Motrin in the morning. The swelling starting to appear.
Nice defense. Nice.
Jones is right back to the full mount. Working in half guard here, making these shots count. Well, maybe ill-advised to be competing off your back, but he's landing. Just over 2 minutes to go in round two.
There it is. Now he's going to mount.
Well, the ground and pound has been on point tonight. Good work here by Johnny Bones. Well, he's on his back, but he's moving his head on the ground pretty well defensively. And there it is, another strike gets through on the ground. Takes his back now. Oh, pinpoint strike lands there and not gonna help the swelling upstairs.
I love this accuracy, this ability to get his shots to the target right away. And you see it in the swelling that is forming on his opponent's face.
Well, as usual, suffocating work from the top here by Jones.
Another ground and pound strike lands for this man.
All right, we'll see if he can apply pressure inside his opponent's guard here, DC.
Great submission defense on display tonight.
These are big shots, and they're not glancing blows. When he's throwing, he is landing so clean that his head is studding off the mat.
Landing strikes nicely here from top position. Oh, reverses the position now. Outstanding work on the ground by Aspinall. All right, close guard now. Jones getting worked over, something fierce here by those hammer fists.
Look at that. Recognized he was about to lose position. Side control, he's pretty safe there.
Seconds winding down in round two. Oh, he's got the ground and pound going now. And the horn sounds on round two. All right, so there's the end of the round. We had a big submission attempt there midway through, but largely the submission defense held up.
It wasn't tight. We thought the fight was over, but stayed patient, stayed calm, relaxed, and found his way out of that deep submission.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Third round underway. Hook to the head lands flush there by Jones. Throwing that jab, no good.
strike lands clean.
Solid takedown for him right there. While working pretty effectively from the top here. Nice ground and pound by Aspinall. Oh, and another punch on the ground gets through. May need some defense here.
Getting them out here. Great job finding his shots from the top position.
Another ground and pound strike lands. Just over 3 minutes to go.
I want to see that wrist control.
He's got to start throwing now.
Oh, lands with the ground and pound strike. Oh, another strike lands from the top. Well, not a guy you want on top of you. Ground and pound strikes piling up here. Good work by Aspinall. And we have passed the midpoint of the fight. Jones is in half guard. Working out of the half guard here. All right, working inside his opponent's guard here.
You cannot sit in these jiu-jitsu guys' guard. And you can't have one arm in, one arm out. Guys will start throwing up legs, chasing triangles.
Pretty good work with the ground and pound here by Aspinall. Oh, his ground and pound is on full display here tonight. All right, full guard here, DC. What does he need to do to improve position?
Well, he's got to start to build his posture, get some damage off, move to half guard, which in turn leads to more opportunities for advancement. But if you're on the bottom, you've got to anticipate those movements the moment he tries to move to the next position. You build a shield, get back to your feet, or dig an underhook to try to get a reversal or a sweep.
Most fighters will tell you offensive wrestling is the hardest, most exhausting thing.
Especially if you're just running the guy over, Johnny, then he just gets up.
Strong reversal on the ground. Back mount now.
Short time now in the round. Now he's going full mount. He's doing a really good job of putting himself in position.
Aspinall's in half guard now.
That was a slick transition.
Let's go, we got a scramble here.
Continuing to stay busy here on the ground. Waning seconds here of round number 3. And that'll do it. 15 minutes in the books.
Deep breath and recover. Let's bring that forward. You're winded. That's okay. It's a fight. You're supposed to be tired. This next round.
All right, let us look back at some of the action from that previous round. DC punches in bunches.
I mean, over and over, he landed that big punch. And every time he landed it, he got the reaction that he was looking for. His opponent really did start to take notice every time he was loading that strike up.
You ready to fight? Ready.
We have arrived at the 4th round fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds. How about that, DC? Turning defense into offense, blocks the strike, counters with the jab. He's got a good reach advantage in this matchup, and it certainly looked pretty pronounced in that exchange. Could be the beginning of the end here.
Oh, my goodness.
Big right hand.
Try to establish that jab.
Take it for a ride. Nice double leg, nice finish.
Jones gets up, he is back on the feet. Looked like he was in a submissive state on the ground, but he worked hard there to get back to the feet.
What a beautiful leg kick that landed there. Yeah, he's got to. He's got to start checking kicks. Another clinch position. Watch for the tricky trips that he uses when he's in close.
Oh, lands another beautiful strike to the body, really starting to connect at will when it comes to working the body, and especially effective doing it later in this fight. Didn't see a lot of that from him in the earlier rounds. Strong straight left there. Aspinall gets caught with that punch. Got to shore up the defense here. Stuffs the takedown there. How good is his takedown defense? Aspinall's really limping now. Clearly the leg kicks have had the desired effect. I'm not sure how many more of those he can take. Level change there, goes for the takedown. Both fighters get up now. Still plenty of time with which to work here, round 4. Oh, a huge shot finds the target there.
Great shot lands. Now he's got to find that follow-up attempt. The kill shot is what they call it, to go and end the fight.
Well, he is really starting to apply a lot of pressure here down the stretch. Not as much offense.
Oh, nice double leg, yes. Nice pass.
A lot of top pressure being applied here as he works out of side control. And busy as he looks to improve position here. All right, so he's sort of turtled up here. Not great body language. Perhaps he's trying to bait him in a little bit. We'll see how he chooses to defend here. All right, hammer fist here by Aspinall. Oh, the grounded pound is there.
Oh, right into mount. Now he's got a good body position, yup.
90 seconds to go. Well, the grounded pound is there once again. Strong work here by Aspinall. Oh, staying busy from top position. He lands another ground strike there. Postures up now and lands a devastating strike to the head. All right, setting up the armbar here.
Beautiful setup on that armbar.
Ooh, looks like it might be locked in.
Once he gets going, he's got so many ways to finish armbars.
Oh, the submission defense holds up. He gets out.
He said that he was ready for everything that would be thrown at him. In that position, he showed that and proved it.
Under a minute to go in round 4. All right, half guard for him here, and a lot of offensive options, I would think, at his disposal.
Oh, he's got a ton of options. He has submission options, but I believe the safest option for him here is going to be to...
Jones is looking for a Darce choke here. Oh, Darce choke locked and loaded. Oh, he cleared it and he got out.
He cleared the leg, got to his back, and now he's out of that Darce choke.
Grounding and pounding away. Nice strikes to the body there by Johnny Bone. Ooh, right into side control, DC.
This is where you want to be now because you get to make your opponent decide. They try to turn back into you, you can attack guillotine. If they turn away to try to get to your knees, you throw your hooks in and you got all your rear choke submissions.
Really broken down with your striking. Keep that going. Inside low kick is awesome.
All right, now we check out some of the action from that previous round, DC. How about the display of striking?
Just high level. I mean, you would think that we're watching a K1 level kickboxing match opposed to being in the UFC. Both displayed great technical skills, unbelievable striking.
You ready? You ready?
It is the 5th and final round. All right, so the next round is underway. Will it be more of the same? And by that, I mean all of those strikes to the body. You got to think at some point the opposition is going to lower that guard or get finished.
And that's exactly what he is hoping for. All those great body shots, all that damage put on his opponent will force an opening up top where he will look to finish.
Here's the kick blocked by Jones. Oh, shot to the body connects there. He hasn't really thrown too many body strikes in this fight, but now, as this fight goes on, he is not discriminating, working the body, and those shots are going to count. Stuffs that takedown attempt without issue. Aspinall's got a bruise now, starting to appear on the right side of his body. Back to the overhand right, not there.
Look at how he drives his knee right into his opponent's midsection.
Stuffs the takedown, no problem. Jones is now dealing with a cheek cut. Well, he's looking for that left hand.
He hurt him bad.
Tried to go to the body, but unable to connect.
That was a big check. Big double leg, double change.
Just over 3 minutes now to go in the fight.
He has controlled the position, postured up, and landed another strike that is causing swelling.
Oh, this is not good. Mounted crucifix, all that body weight from the top position. This could be the beginning of the end.
Yes, this could be the beginning of... Look at him attack that arm triangle on the opposite side. When it's time to finish, he will lock his hands, pass his body.
Oh, great submission
Needs
defense.
to work on his position.
Gotta be careful here.
Champ, these submission setups aren't that bad, but he keeps getting denied.
Yeah, because he's not panicking. He's taking his time. He knows what to do whenever something is coming in his direction. It's beautiful. It's beautiful to watch a guy comfortable even when he's under attack.
Right into side control.
Nice transition. That swelling area, that area that's all swollen, continues to get worse every time he gets hit there.
Oh, he's got his back. Well, anytime you are in a ground fighting situation with this fighter, you're potentially playing with fire. Well, this fight's been pretty crazy thus far. Both guys doling out a lot of damage, and neither seems too bothered by it, but clearly both parties are hurt.
Both guys are hurt. Both guys are fighting beautifully. Both are showing a lot of heart right now in this fight. They're both doing amazing jobs. Let's see who gets the job done at the end of this thing.
Well, we'll see if he postures up and can get some of his ground strikes going here. All right, so you can see some swelling on the facial region now as his opponent lands yet another strike, and that one was clean.
I mean, this guy is so clean with his striking. He knows exactly what he wants to accomplish, and he does a great job of doing just that.
Relentless pressure from the top by Jones.
Another strike lands right to that targeted spot. The swelling continues to get worse, and I would not be surprised if the referee calls in the ringside position to take a look.
Scramble, scramble, scramble.
Look at that, going into the armbar. Arm is very tight.
Oh, he's out of danger.
Great submission defense. He was able to take his arm out and stay safe.
Final 10 seconds of the fight. The final horn. What a 25-minute affair tonight. We're going to the scorecards. We'll see how the judges saw it. Here is Bruce Buffer.
We go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. All three judges score the contest.
49-46.
Declaring the winner by unanimous decision, Jon Jones!
All right, so you heard it there from Bruce Buffer. Jon Jones, your winner tonight by decision, and this sets him up for a massive opportunity here moving forward at heavyweight.
It's always opportunities for Jones. Because of the work that he has put on paper in the past, you always view him as a title contender. Tonight, this type of decision win ensures that he will be on the short list of guys looking to take on the champion.